Look at the danger of this teaching of Santa Claus. If you listen at what they say about Santa Claus and have knowledge of the Bible, they make him equal to God.
At first glance, the question might seem laughable. Santa and Satan, so close, yet so far. One is the merry old man bringing joy to children worldwide, and the other is the embodiment of ultimate evil. But what happens when you look a little closer? What's in a name, and how much of what we celebrate or dismiss hides in plain sight? Take the name Santa Claus, rearrange the letters in Santa, and you get Satan. Is it mere coincidence, or is it an example of language revealing a hidden layer of truth? Some people claim it's deliberate, pointing to linguistic and symbolic games embedded in cultural traditions. Santa Claus has darker roots. Before he became the cheerful bringer of toys, similar folkloric figures like Krampus, a horned, demonic punisher of naughty children in Alpine mythology, existed alongside more benevolent ones. Santa Claus, some say, is a sanitized amalgamation of the good, Saint Nicholas, and the terrifying figures like Krampus. This duality, good and evil, is key to understanding Santa's cultural history. More intriguingly, certain traditions show Santa climbing chimneys, which symbolically connect the heavenly sky to the hearth, an underworld connection. It's almost as though Santa, like Satan, crosses boundaries, delivering gifts but also intruding into homes uninvited. In essence, Santa Claus is a symbol of duality. He is joy and materialism, kindness and excess, innocence and capitalism. And herein lies the provocative question. Does this duality reflect the two sides of the same coin, Santa and Satan? It may sound absurd, but language and symbols often hold more than meets the eye. Whether it's Santa's red suit, red being a historically provocative color, or the parallels between chimneys and portals, there's always room to question what we assume to be innocent. Let's look at the symbolism of Santa Claus's costume, hidden meanings and Freemason parallels. At first glance, Santa Claus's red and white outfit seems simple and festive, an image of joy, comfort, and tradition. Yet when you break down his costume, particularly elements like the belt, star symbols, and color scheme, some intriguing parallels emerge. Could Santa's attire have deeper hidden symbolism linked to Freemasonry, esoteric knowledge, and even power structures? Santa's thick black belt is a prominent feature of his costume, cinching his iconic red coat. To many, it is just a practical and decorative design. However, in Freemasonry and other esoteric traditions, the belt holds specific symbolic meaning. Santa's belt is black, sharply contrasting with his vibrant red suit. Black in esoteric traditions often symbolizes secrecy, power, and the hidden realms. Red, on the other hand, signifies energy, passion, and sacrifice. Together, the colors evoke duality, light and dark, material and spiritual, core concepts in Freemasonry. In this sense, Santa's belt becomes more than an accessory. It is a symbol of restraint, controlling gifts and behavior, and hidden power, much like the Freemasons' use of the girdle to reflect moral discipline and authority. The star symbol, an esoteric marker. Santa Claus is frequently depicted with stars, on his sleigh, above Christmas trees, and in the general festive imagery surrounding him. The star is not merely decorative, it has deep ties to esoteric traditions. Stars are prominent in the Christmas tradition as well, specifically the Star of Bethlehem, which guided the wise men. However, their repeated appearance alongside Santa Claus, especially in more commercialized depictions, raises questions. Are they innocent symbols of joy, or a subtle nod to the deeper, esoteric history of stars as guiding symbols of hidden knowledge? The star as a Freemason compass. In Masonic imagery, the star aligns with the compass and square, representing moral direction and the pursuit of higher knowledge. Santa's frequent association with stars could, in a symbolic sense, align him with themes of guidance, order, and control, concepts that resonate deeply with Freemasonry. Santa Claus's red suit is instantly recognizable, but its color symbolism is worth exploring. Red in esotericism. Red is historically tied to blood, sacrifice, and vitality. It is a color of transformation, often symbolizing power and danger in occult traditions. Ties to ancient figures. Before modern depictions, many folkloric and mythological figures associated with winter wore red garments. Odin, for instance, in Norse mythology, wore a cloak and traveled through the skies, much like Santa Claus. Whether coincidence or deliberate design, Santa's imagery invites us to dig deeper. Perhaps he is not merely a jolly figure, but a modern mask for timeless, hidden meanings, revealing symbols that have been guiding human culture for centuries. Gino Jennings, a well-known and outspoken pastor, has often cautioned Christians about the seemingly innocent figure of Santa Claus, highlighting the troubling ways Santa has been elevated to near-divine status. One of Jennings's key arguments is that Santa has been presented as omniscient and omnipresent, attributes traditionally reserved for God alone. Omnipresence being everywhere at once. The story of Santa Claus tells us that he can visit billions of homes around the world in a single night. This notion portrays Santa as being everywhere at the same time, a quality that Christians attribute solely to God. Jennings argues that such a depiction subtly replaces God with a commercial figure who mirrors divine qualities, leading people, especially children, away from the true meaning of Christmas. Omniscience, all-knowing Santa, is said to know whether children have been naughty or nice, keeping a list of their actions. This all-seeing capability mirrors God's omniscience, where nothing escapes his knowledge. Jennings warns that attributing such power to Santa distorts the Christian understanding of God's nature. In Christian belief, God rewards righteousness and disciplines disobedience. Santa Claus mimics this idea through his naughty or nice list, rewarding good children with gifts and leaving others empty-handed. Jennings argues that this serves as a mockery or counterfeit version of divine judgment, further diluting Christian teachings.
Parents that love their children won't lie to them. Right. Look at the danger of this teaching of Santa Claus. If you listen at what they say about Santa Claus and have knowledge of the Bible, they make him equal to God.
That's right.
Because the only one that can be everywhere at the same time is God.
God. Amen.
The only one that knows everything is God.
That's right.
But they said Santa know what you thinking.
That's right.
Santa know whether you've been bad or good. Huh?
Amen.
Santa's supposed to got your name on the list, checking it once or twice, and want to find out who's naughty or nice. Santa's supposed to have this factories putting out toys.
That's right.
Somewhere in eternity. You bunch of heathens.
Amen. Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
If all the preachers believe in holiness, they'll speak the same message.
That's right.
They'll warn their people.
Yes, they would.
They will admonish them.
Yeah.
Not to go get in debt to celebrate paganism. Mm-hmm. Are you listening to what I'm telling you?
Amen.
Jennings also highlights the deceptive nature of the Santa Claus myth. Parents are often complicit in perpetuating a lie about Santa's existence, encouraging children to believe in a magical figure who watches, judges, and rewards. This, Jennings suggests, can undermine trust and distort a child's understanding of truth and faith. Gino Jennings' message is clear. Christians must be vigilant about the cultural symbols they embrace. While Santa Claus may seem harmless, Jennings sees him as a subtle counterfeit, portraying divine qualities and diluting the true meaning of Christmas. By attributing omnipresence, omniscience, and the power to judge and reward to Santa, Jennings argues that society risks elevating a commercial figure to a status that challenges the sovereignty of God. Christians, he insists, must discern and resist such distortions, keeping their faith and celebrations rooted in biblical truth. For Jennings, the question is not simply about Santa being fun, but about whether Christians are inadvertently allowing their children and themselves to replace God with a cultural icon. All right, that's it for today's deep dive. Is Santa Claus really as innocent as he seems, or are there hidden meanings we've overlooked? Pastor Gino Jennings raises some thought-provoking questions about Santa's omnipresent and all-knowing image, qualities that belong to God alone. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are these connections far-fetched, or do you see something deeper here? Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, subscribe for more thought-provoking content, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and remember, seek truth, Question everything. I'll see you in the next one.